All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mukwonago High School tonight. Boys basketball action here in the Classic A Conference between the Kettle Moraine Lasers and the Mukwonago Indians. Huge game on tap tonight. Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata here from Mukwonago High School. Kettle Moraine, our second time seeing him on the network. Mukwonago, first time on the network this year. For basketball, I should say. And first time we've actually ever been in this gym. So very exciting. They turn the lights down here. And this game's got a lot at stake tonight. Winner of this game moves in front in first place in the Classic 8 for the moment. Obviously not for the year. A lot of things will probably still change. But Kettle Moraine coming in an impressive 9-0 to start the year. 4-0 in their respective conference. Kettle Moraine has some key wins over, they start off with versus West Dallas Central, at Whitnall, versus Arrowhead, at Oconomowoc, at West Tosha Central, where we saw them partially last time before the stream went down, at Muskego, at Waukesha North, Fort Atkinson, and in Pewaukee their last game, which Kettle Moraine has not played a game since December 28th. And that was their cup game at Kettle Moraine High School, let's call it the NY2LA Cup. That was played at Kettle Moraine High School over the winter break. They played Pewaukee in the championship. Mukwonago, meanwhile, on the other side, 3 losses, but 4-1 in the season. They start off with a big loss to Wauwatosa West, but they quickly rebounded with 2 wins over Catholic Memorial in Burlington. Lost to a really good Racine Park team. Beat East Troy, beat Waukesha West, beat Waukesha South, dropped the game to Arrowhead. High-scoring one, 93-87. They won at Oconomowoc, and the last game they just beat Martin Luther. Mukwonago has played 2 more games recently than Kettle Moraine has in the new year. They've beaten Oconomowoc and Martin Luther, and they handled the Martin Luther team, who's in the tough conference of the Metro Classic. So really excited for this game tonight. It's going to be interesting to see who takes this one. Obviously, Kettle Moraine, we know, is a very well defensive team, but Mukwonago can score points. Keep that in mind. We see that with their average scoring. But Kettle Moraine for example, they held Muskego to 21 points this year in a game.
I think it shows the character how big of a defensive mind head coach Brian Rickard is. He's done a really great job in his third year?
I think it's his second.
Second year as the head coach. But this has been really something incredible that Coach Rickard has brought up so far, and they're only just getting started right now, trying to make a third straight state appearance in a row this season.
And how about Mukwonago High School? Let's talk about that once.
Oh, yeah.
Mukwonago High School has 3 gyms. 3 gyms. When we walked in, there was a northwest and south gym. I'm like, okay.
Freshman was playing in the north gym, and I don't know. It's all over the place.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, about 20 seconds here. We're going to pause, and we're going to do the national anthem. We'll stay here for the national anthem, and we'll watch the players stand on the court. And then we'll be tip-off and starters right after the national anthem. Really excited for this game tonight between these 2 teams. First time we're seeing Mukwonago this year. Probably not the last. Kettle Moraine, we'll see them again at Fiserv Forum against Nicolet in about a month. So here comes the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. We'll pause for that for a moment. Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata, and we're going to introduce the starting lineups for both teams here this evening. First, for the Kettle Moraine Lasers. So we'll start out, we'll read it from the least of greatest number. I don't know how they'll come out here, but that's how we'll read it on my score sheet here. So here's the starting lineups for Kettle Moraine. Number 2, Ben Bester, who was the Highlight House player of the game last time, if I recall. Number 4, Zach Fremming. Number 5, Bryce Bester. Number 15, T. Kowalski. And then number 23, Roman Thompson. That rounds out the starting lineup for the Kettle Moraine Lasers, as they're still getting introduced here, by the way. And the Kettle Moraine Lasers are led by head coach Brian Rickert. Off to a heck of a start this year, 9-0 overall and 4-0 in the Classic A Conference in first place. Now the starting lineup now for the home Mukwonago Indians. Jake Brunch, the first starter. Jack Carrolls. Then you got number 20, Peyton Polnow. I believe he's probably the coach's son. Then you got Josh Hayden. And then finally you got Caleb Poling.
Mukwonago brings 4 out of their 5 starters, averaging over 12 points per game. Josh Hayden averaging 10.1 points per game. Peyton Polnow averaging 10.9. Evan Plockelman with 11.8. And the leading scorer, Caleb Poling, with 12.2 points per game. So both these teams like to spread the scoring out. You could get guys on even Kettle Moraine in their starting lineup.
Yes.
You could have a different starting lineup or starting leading scorer for the night. It could either be Roman Thompson, Ben Bester, Zach Fremming, you name it.
Yeah, Mukwonago led by Steve Polnow. He's 7-3 overall this year, 4-1 in the Classic A Conference. A win tonight for Steve Polnow's squad can put him in first place in the Classic A Conference as well. Obviously tied, but still I use tiebreakers on win-loss head-to-head. Kettle Moraine wins the opening tip. And we are underway here at Mukwonago High School.
Oh, the scoreboard changed. Hold on. I got to redo that.
That's always what happens here. So we'll pause temporarily for that. I'll just talk the score out loud while Elijah fixes that.
I got to move the camera too.
Kettle Moraine spreading the ball around. It's Kowalski now with the ball back to the top of the key. Now Zach Fremming with the ball, gives it back to the right wing. Mukwonago tightening in their defense here pretty well early. Kettle Moraine in the first 40 seconds has yet to get a shot off, and that ball is nearly stolen there. Deep three-point shot. It's good. That's Roman Thompson that starts out Kettle Moraine with 3. It's 3-0 lead already to start. So now, from the left wing, Mukwonago's first touch on the basketball tonight. Driving around Kettle Moraine, we talked about that really good defense they have. One of the noticeable games I talked about during the pregame was they held Muskego to 21 points this year. Driving up now, three-point shot, trying to trade baskets in the corner is good. That's Jake Brunch for 3.
Brunch? You say? Is that his name?
So Jake Brunch for 3. So it's trade baskets 3-3 now.
Had the eggs and bacon on that shot right there.
So now Kettle Moraine gets the shot to fail, so now Mukwonago basketball. A little bit higher up, so I got to rely on the PA guy probably to say the names. I could tell who some guys are, but obviously my scorebook in the dark, all those kind of different things. Driving around, nice spin move, gives it back to the left side now. And both teams early on played some pretty good defense here. Now in the paint, driving up, turns around. Yep, that's definitely an offensive foul that time, a push off, and the ball go right back to the Lasers. The foul is on Caleb Poling. Defense has been pretty good early on, Elijah.
Yep. That's what you're going to expect on a night like this. Kettle Moraine, their defense especially, I think it's the best in the state right now.
Yeah, I would say so.
Their highest average points opposing so far this season has been against Pewaukee, and believe it or not, it's only been 61. So they've held teams to under 50 to 56 or less in all the other games other than Pewaukee.
Driving up, gets to go. That was T. Kowalski for 2 that time. So 5-3 Kettle Moraine lead now. Mukwonago looking to trade on the other side here. Expecting a pretty good game here tonight. I say Kettle Moraine, and that one's stolen. Talk about that Kettle Moraine defense. Kettle Moraine going fast on their side. Up with it. Gets it to go.
And they're going to get a lot of defensive deflections as Roman Thompson scores that time. Was that him?
Yep, Thompson 5 out of 7 to start tonight for Kettle Moraine.
He wants to highlight house player of the game again.
I guess he does. Up with it fast. No good. Mukwonago gets their own rebound. Back out to the left wing.
I like the idea right now, too. Kettle Moraine and Brian Rickert double team in the corners. That's been the main reason why they've been getting a lot of steals.
Three-point shot is good.
And back and forth we go early. If Mukwonago can keep that scoreboard moving, they're going to be just fine in this game, keeping up with a really great Lasers defense. But they got to be able to find the open look, take advantage of the no shot clock.
Josh Hayden made that last three for Mukwonago. Meanwhile, Kettle Moraine spreading the ball on the other side. Inside the paint. Good pass. Makes the man miss. Goes up with it. Zach Fremming his first two tonight. It's 9-6. And Mukwonago with 2 3-pointers already to start. So they're hitting the threes early on here. Don't be surprised they go to it again to tie the game here. Or else they might just trade basket and try to get a 2 here and make it a 1-point game. But Kettle Moraine, we've seen a tough defense, but we've seen a tough defense on the Mukwonago side as well, and that's what you're talking about right there.
And there it is again, another deflection out of bounds. And like I said, that's a great idea for Kettle Moraine early on to trap everything in the paint. And it's really causing chaos in the paint right now for Mukwonago on offense.
Kettle Moraine, not that far of a drive from here. Wales, obviously, if you look at the freeway, you think it's far away, but the back highway, it's probably only 15 minutes from here. And Waukesha West, not far as well.
Oh, what a move.
What a move. Wow, big pass outside, and the shot is no good. Foul on the ground.
I don't know if he slipped right there or got put on skates right there.
The foul's on Jake Brunch.
Love that name, man.
So 9-6 lead, Kettle Moraine basketball here. Inside, beautiful pass, up with it, gets it to go. Roman Thompson that time, he's on fire to start.
You look at Steve Paulnow's team. They've lost 3 times, but their 3 losses have been pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Arrowhead's still a streaky team, not as good as a state team this year, in my opinion, so far. But they could definitely make some runs there. As who was that scored that time?
Caleb Poling,
the leading scorer for this team. He could really cause something. And their other loss was Racine Park at the Waterford tournament.
Yeah. And Colin Madsen, his name was brought up a couple weeks ago, but he used to play here. He was let's just say he's a really good basketball player now.
That dude's a stud at Whitewater right now too.
Yes, he is. That's one of the most notable alumni in the last couple of years of Mukwonago basketball. And then when you look at Mukwonago football, you say Win Sting. We saw him in our first year of broadcasting as well. That kid, both of them, though, even in high school. I mean, they both were star athletes. Up with it, no good.
Both were in the 2023 class, too, in our grade.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch them in our last year of high school as well.
Driving up, gets it to go. That is Evan Plockelman. He's in the game now. Wasn't a starter, but now he's in the game for Mukwonago.
Really good job from Mukwonago answering right back. But Kettle Moraine keeps answering to Mukwonago's responses.
Roman Thompson, 9 of 13 for Kettle Moraine early on. He's on fire tonight. That was a mid-range jumper, just last good by him. But Mukwonago overall so far early, keeping up with Kettle Moraine here. Inside, spin around. No good. Rebounded by the Lasers. Couldn't finish that time, and Mukwonago trying to get a defensive stop here now in this possession, and a travel. So the ball will go right back to the Indians.
You know, turnovers is just like, it's probably one of the biggest things of the game. Remember what we saw in Oak Creek last weekend? I believe it was 23 to 25 turnovers. I can't remember the exact tally, but I
think it was 25.
I bet you if they had 10 less turnovers last Saturday, they would have had a better chance to win that game.
Oh, yeah. Turnovers is key in basketball, just like making free throws. So Evan Pleckelman will bring it up the court now.
You're giving the team an extra possession.
Basically what you're doing, and the other team scores off of it, then it really becomes costly. Driving up fast, spinning around, back outside. Leading scorer now with the basketball. Trying to find somebody open. Driving around, pushing up.
Tell you what, that was a pretty hard screen that time.
Offensive foul.
I was surprised. I think that was a call from that, and that was a little bit late too. But yeah, I think that was the right call by the refs on the illegal screen.
So now Kettle Moraine basketball on the other side. Driving around trying to find a man open. Stolen by Mukwonago. They should have numbers on the other side. Kettle Moraine does a good job. Get back on defense and one.
Channeling their inner NBA team, fast break opportunity right there, putting them in numbers in transition. Brian Ricker was telling them, just keep those hands up on defense, but that's a really good contest, but even a better shot that time from.
So Evan Plockelman will go to the line. He's got 4 tonight. Looking to make it a 3-point play. And tied this game as well. He does so, and we are all knotted up here at 13 here with 11:25 remaining here in the first half.
Plockelman is the second leading scorer for Mukwonago as a sophomore. So he's going to be a name to remember the next couple years for Mukwonago in the Classic 8.
Up with it fast, and a foul on the shot.
Like it so far, seeing both teams try to get aggressive early on.
The foul's on Luca Tess. Roman Thompson will head to the line, and he's looking to get more points early on here. Like I said, he's at 9 of 13 for Kettle Moraine here early on, Thompson is.
It's what do they call it? They say it in the NBA sometimes, magnet ball when he's on Zaleski Sports. Can't miss.
I swear. He makes his first free throw,
it's like
meanwhile.
A certain fellow we saw in the Greater Metro last year in Germantown, Peyton McKenna. He's a really great player at Carroll University now. But sometimes you get those players that really want to be on.
I don't know if it was that, but it was just like, you looked at some of these players who look at their other games, like when they score, and it's nowhere near, but when we're there, they're scoring like 20, 30 points. It's like, interesting.
The Kettle Moraine players know what it's like to be in the house now.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the last time when we were at West Tosha, obviously the stream cut out, so we just did it on a phone, but when I got Ben Bester for the interview, the players were chanting in the house.
Up with it, gets it to go on the other side. That's Evan Plockelman again. He's on fire.
Plockelman's going to be a stud for the future, man.
He didn't even start tonight, and yet he's on fire here early on.
The second leading scorer, like I said again, for Mukwonago.
Up with it fast, no good. Couldn't finish that time.
I think he was looking for the foul that time.
Well, and Brian Ricker asking the ref how that was not a foul that time. It fell hard, and ball almost went back to the Lasers that time, and almost did again. Right now here early on.
Steve Paul now telling him slow it.
Like, slow it down. Yeah, almost 2 turnovers on the same possession. Driving around now. Back to the top of the key. Standing now from the right wing is Plockelman. Plockelman tried to look like he wanted to score again.
It's like Kettle Moraine maybe bringing a soft zone right now.
Yep. Up with it, out of bounds, and stays with Mukwonago.
Same thing again on that right baseline. I'm going to say that a couple times tonight. Kettle Moraine's trapping everything in the baselines. And Mukwonago's got to be ready for those. But luckily that time that was off of a Kettle Moraine defender, and they get another extra crack at a bucket right here.
Mukwonago trying to figure who they want to inbound the ball. It looks like it'll be Carson Gruel, who will inbound it. So now Mukwonago now from the right wing. Tie ball game here early on. Really good ball game to start. Really defensive heavily, but both teams have traded shots and made their shots early on here. Plockelman now with the basketball. Looking for a man open here. Now back to almost midcourt. The ball nearly goes on the other side of the court. Kettle Moraine with that shutdown defense here. And a foul. So stays with the Indians.
That's what I like to see early on, man. Low scoring game halfway through the first half, but you could tell both teams are really playing tenaciously on defense so far tonight.
Carroll's inbounds it to Plockelman. Plockelman now from the top of the key. Driving in, up with it. Looking to go up with it. Almost pushed out of bounds. It goes off the bottom of the basketball hoop and goes back to the Lasers. The basketball hoop got in the way. The backboard got in the way of that pass that time. So Kettle Moraine with the basketball looking to take a lead here. Mukwonago not led tonight. Kettle Moraine has, looking to get the lead back, and that one falls no good. And Brian Ricker telling his team, slow it down here on defense. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's been that way all season.
Nearly stolen, and it is stolen this time. Kettle Moraine with numbers. Up with it fast. No good. Couldn't finish that time. Now Mukwonago trying to trade on the other side. Go up with it. Pass back outside.
And look at Kettle Moraine getting right back on defense right away instead of allowing a transition easy look bucket. That's what you got to love about Brian Rickards' team so far. That's why they're the best defensive team in the state right now. They are very disciplined getting back on defense right away.
I was just going to say that, too. The Kettle Moraine looked like they settled in right away. Right, even though they had Mukwonago had numbers, they were able to get everyone on the other side. Meanwhile, what a block on the other side. Kettle Moraine pulls up 3. No good. Rebounded. Nice rebound for himself. Goes into the student section. Stays with the Lasers.
And you figure how Kettle Moraine has really figured it out on defense this year with the 56 or less points in all the games except one. That's been the secret ingredient right there. Getting some really good steps, whether it's deflection, block, trapping something, getting steals. And then they set up an open look, but they just got to get those to fall now if they want to really control the pace at this one.
Other than 4 points, all Kettle Moraine's points have come from Roman Thompson, who inbounded the ball just now. He holds the basketball as well. Passes it to the right side. Back to the top of the key now. Pass to the left wing. 3-point shot from Thompson. No good.
I believe Roman Thompson committed to UW Eau Claire for basketball.
I'm not sure, but I would say you're probably right. Let us know in the comments if you're watching.
He's committed one to UW.
With it. And one for the Indians. So Mukwonago jumps in their first lead tonight. So heading to the line now is Peyton Pull now.
Yep, I was right. He's committed to UW Eau Claire, Roman Thompson.
And Mukwonago answers with the 3-point play from Peyton Pull now. So Mukwonago with the 3-point lead here now. Early on, Mukwonago, from what Steve Pull now looked like he was ready to play tonight. The way he was talking to me, he sounded like they were ready to play. They know how good Kettle Moraine is. They know how good Kettle Moraine's defense is. And here's a 3-point shot on the other side. No good off the end of the rim. Mukwonago gets the basketball now, looking to extend their lead. Up with it fast. Back outside. Trying to drive in.
Could have been a travel right there.
And now to Caleb Poling, the leading scorer for this Indians offense. Back out. He's going to shoot a 3-pointer from deep. No good. Rebounded by the Lasers. So Kettle Moraine now going fast on the other side. And pulls up mid-range. No good.
So lid on the rim right now for Kettle Moraine. Getting some pretty dang good looks right now, but they can't finish on them right now.
So now, from the top of the key, is Plockelman. He's staying in the game. He keeps scoring. No reason to take him out. Back outside pass.
Stepped out of bounds. That heel.
Yep.
That right back heel stepped out of bounds. It's going to go right back to Cam.
And Cam needs the basketball here. Cam.
Oh, yeah.
They've had a couple shots that were not able to go. And
how about that? They're doing that good of a job on defense that they're even stopping some players from stepping out of bounds now.
Yeah, I mean,
they just find it's a really cool thing that I like to see, that they like to force ways to get turnovers.
So full timeout here, 18-15, Mukwonago lead. We'll be back with more after this.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, major score update coming your way. Slinger with the 21-15 lead over Nicolay right now early on.
They're going to whiz BB.
Yep, and that's another one that we're going to talk about. Is that game is probably going to be on our network in February. That game is at Slinger High School that we will be doing.
Might look into getting Homestead versus Nicolay at some point too. We're going to get Nicolay on a lot. Seems like.
So Terrence Smith's squad, and one school that's going to be on a lot over the next few weeks is Brookfield East. 2 boys games and 1 girls game coming up. Brookfield East will face Tosa West in one of them, and that one goes up, and Germantown.
Good execution out the timeout right there for Kettle Moraine.
Bryce Bester.
It's what you like to see right out of timeouts.
his first 2 on the night. Now back. Mukwonago on the other side with a 1-point lead here. Now for the top of the key. Driving in, and a foul, and a travel actually. Kind of took too many steps before the foul occurred that time. So Kettle Moraine now with the basketball, looking to get back in the lead here with about roughly 6.5 minutes remaining before half here. Game kind of started right on time. The JV game was over by like 6:05. They have so many gyms here. One of the gyms wasn't even being used. That's so nice, though, when you can use so many gyms like to play JV games. Driving around.
Travel.
And that's a travel as well.
Spun around a little bit too much that time.
And it's funny because there's not many other schools I know of that have 3 gyms other than Oak Creek. Oak Creek's one of the other schools that has 3 gyms.
Really?
9th grade center and the 2 in the high school.
I wouldn't have counted the NGC.
Well, technically they got a huddle camera there. That's why I counted. And they have wrestling meets there.
I used to play rec basketball there too.
Yeah, so I mean they got 3. There's probably some other. I think Arrowhead has 3 gyms as well. So
I think once in a while the freshman team plays there, right?
Yeah. So there's some schools that do, but there's not many that have 3 gyms. And a foul on Kettle Moraine.
Yep.
Pass inside now. Driving around now. Pass back outside. High pass that time.
Very high pass.
You got to have quite the leaps. Oh, and that one's deflected. And Kettle Moraine ends up coming up way with it. That's Roman Thompson. He gets it to go.
What I say that secret formula was, man. I just said it right again. They got another steals. Just keep getting those steals, deflections, you name it. They keep finding new ways and creative ways to get turnovers and forcing the fast break points in transition. That's why Kettle Moraine's so good this season.
Carroll's now to Poling. Poling with the basketball. Kettle Moraine back in the lead now by 1 point. Poling driving around.
Roman Thompson's at double figures now, right?
Yeah, I would say I'll take a minute and count it up. I got so much counting to do with him especially. Mukwonago looking around here. Back to Poling. Going inside. Up with it. No good. It falls out to the rim that time. Was Peyton Pohl now. And a foul. Goes back. Goes to the Lasers anyways.
Haven't seen an immense amount of fouls so far in the first half as well. Both teams only combined for 7 fouls, but you'll see it rack up possibly as more teams start to drive. So you'll definitely see it in the second half probably at some point.
Yeah.
The game's close. This game's going to probably be close.
We're moving ahead. Moving fast. We're moving a lot of ways.
I do think this is Kettle Moraine's biggest challenge of the year so far tonight.
Yeah. Now from the top of the key.
Travel.
We're going to travel.
And turnovers starting to rack up a little bit, and Brian Rickert telling Roman Thompson, please just slow it down.
Yeah.
Remember what happened? I'm going to bring it up again. Remember what happened with Oak Creek? You turned it over too much, and then you got way out of hand. Obviously, Kettle Moraine's up by 1 right now, but could be up by more if they slowed it down a little bit more and found the open look.
I think a lot of this has to go to Kettle Moraine hasn't played a game since last year, technically.
Yeah.
Like that
December 28th.
That KM Cup game against Pewaukee. That's our last game they
won
played.
It, too.
Yep. And Pewaukee's still a decent team, but they had better numbers a few years ago. And that's a 3 that time from Josh Hayden. 6 on the night for Hayden. Gives Mukwonago back the lead. Pass back outside. What a move. Deep 3, no good. Rims off. That was nearly Thompson again.
Thompson's had the hot hand. Keep feeding him, but
And that one's stolen now.
A good double team right there from Mukwonago in the right baseline.
And here we go. That'd be something for Mukwonago, especially here. Obviously, lost their 3 losses came to some really good teams that they could go in the lead here against Kettle Moraine at half.
And one of their division rival or conference rivals won here.
Mukwonago travels to Muskego on Friday.
Another big rivalry game.
Yep.
Especially in football.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably the most known of that rivalry.
Basketball probably still draws out a big crowd, but I would say football, yes.
Kettle Moraine brought a pretty big crowd tonight. Not too far of a drive.
Yeah, they just got to drive down Highway 83, Wales to Mukwonago, drive through North Prairie, all those different cities. Oh, inside. That was like a lob pass and a travel. Goes back to the Lasers.
That's just been the story of the game. Both teams exchanging punches, but not in the scoring points way. It's been with the turnovers, Matt Peck.
Yeah.
Both teams exchanging some really big turnovers and great defense on both ends.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Really good defense from both teams is what's doing that. Now from the right wing. Back to the top of the key, spinning around. Up with it fast. No good. And they're calling.
Should be goaltending.
Brian Rickard calling for a goaltending.
That's goaltending. Yeah, you got to agree with that. They got a call right there.
Oh, man. That was. Mukwonago might have got away with that one. I must admit. Wow. He hit the whole backboard that time.
Yeah.
Carson Krull now with the basketball. Even Brian Rickard, you saw him take off with it. He's like, hey. I'm sure they'll go back and watch it after the game and say, especially if you lose by 2 points, you might go back and say.
Doesn't even matter. Kettle Moraine forcing another turnover.
Yeah. Going around. And a charge.
What did I say, though? This game is not really exchanging points. It's who can exchange the most turnovers tonight.
I don't keep track of turnovers on my stats, but I wonder what the turnover battle is between both teams right now. I mean,
both teams, it's just amazing right now seeing this.
Yeah.
That's what you like about high school basketball at times. You're going to see some of these games where it's going to be a gritty fight. Not going to look pretty on the offensive end, but it could look really good on the defensive end. But what's that phrase everybody uses? Defense wins championships. That's the thing that matters at the end of the day.
Yes, it does. And Kettle Moraine using that motto as well, which is why they're one of my favorites right now to go to Medicine.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously, Mukwonago putting a pretty good challenge on it here early on.
One of my sleepers right now.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good here.
Always in the fight every year.
Even if they don't win, even if they lose by a couple points, you can say to yourself, they still play KM one more time. They could get them next time.
Winner takes advantage of the conference.
Yeah, and now it's stolen. Try to throw it off the end. Deep pass, got numbers on the other side, gets it to go.
And again, another trap on the defensive side. Both teams playing with Butterfingers early. I almost want to know if people keep track of stats down there. I want to know how many steals have been gone in this game. Yeah. Go on the over for that.
Maybe I'll have to go down there at halftime and say, hey, man. So tied at 21-21 here. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Nearly stolen that time.
Again.
Pass inside. Up with it. Gets it to go.
Great job executing on the offensive end. Not by Kettle Moraine looking to push.
Kettle Moraine goes on the other side.
And they get it. Fremming. Here we go now. What essentially was a defensive fight for the longest time. It's now really just going back and forth before we end this half. But I like it. That's how you know this game's going to be very gritty. That's why this game might even end in a one-possession game at the end of this one.
Josh Hayden scored the last basketball for Mukwonago, by the way. I had to look back and see that.
It's too fast, huh?
Yeah. No.
Giving that running gun type look right there, right? We're not in the Metro Classic right now.
Oh, MAS versus Dominican, where you got to look. Oh, another score.
Just imagine how it was with St. Thomas More Dominican last year.
Oh, my goodness. That was crazy.
All the stars out there.
Yeah, dunking, you name it. But here we got defense.
Oh, yeah.
There we really don't got defense. And an offensive foul back to the Lasers. So under a minute remaining already.
Right away, that push-off happened right in front of head coach Brian Rickard and the coaching staff and the Kettle Moraine bench, and he right away made the stop signal, like the push signal.
Bringing up court here now.
Let's see if they kind of take their time here before the half.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Obviously, this is probably one of the closest games Kettle Moraine's played probably in a while. Three-point shot is good.
How many points does Roman Thompson have, man? He's been on fire here in the first half.
Stay with us at half. I'll tell you at half.
Is it time yet for your signature call, Matt Peck?
Yeah, well, I mean,
not yet.
I'm not sure how far the Mukwonago Fire Department is, but we might have to find out any minute. Going around and fight for the with it. We're going to figure that out. So it's like a fumble down there. And timeout taken by Mukwonago, it looks like. We'll head to a 30-second break. We'll be back with more on Zaleski Sports after this.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
You're back.
Back on Zaleski Sports. Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata here. 26-23 Kettle Moraine lead here in this Classic 8 battle. Winner moves up to first in the Classic 8. If Kettle Moraine wins, they stay in first, and they move. Mukwonago moves 2 games back, so Mukwonago can get this one. They're technically tied, but I would put Mukwonago in first place then because they had the head-to-head win. In high school, there's things known as shared conference titles. I'm one of a guy that says if you beat them head-to-head, you should have the title. So Josh Hayden will inbound it now for Mukwonago. Inbounds it, looking to inbound it now. Outside, perfectly passed. I'm not sure, but I wonder if Mukwonago is going to stay with it or try to go up with it. Up with it, and one that time. Evan Plockelman, 1-point game. Exactly what Kettle Moraine didn't want just happened. Either a 3-point basket or an and one.
That's the type of answer you want right there.
Yeah. Mukwonago, it just seemed like all night they've been trading the baskets with Kettle Moraine.
But that, when Brian Rickard and Steve Paulnell both called timeouts, out of the timeout, they've been doing a great job running a play out of a timeout. So
we'll see.
Good coaching right there from both.
Let's see if Mukwonago can tie this up here. They do. We are tied at 26-26 here.
Yeah, one more sub coming in here for the final offensive possession, most likely.
Yep. So 14 seconds remaining here in the gym.
It's just what we expected, right?
Yep.
This game to be right even.
Roman Thompson rolled the ball. I assume he'll probably get the final shot here, considering we'll tell you at halftime how many points he has, but it's going to be more than 10, at least a lot more, possibly more than 15 even. Oh, ball's fumbling around. Thompson going up with it. No good.
He got fouled, I think.
Yeah, he got fouled, though, with 1 second remaining. And they call a foul on Mukwonago. So.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, Thompson's going to go to the line for more points.
Looked like polling. I didn't know he was on the bench right there. He was standing on the baseline on that inbound area. I was like, are they going to get ready to inbound this?
Yeah. So Roman Thompson will go to the line just for a couple more points. First free throw is no good. Ooh, that's a big miss there. So will we stay tied at halftime, or will Kettle Moraine have that 1-point lead?
Imagine this is the end of the game scenario right now.
Imagine Mukwonago just chucks the ball down the court and makes it.
Could be a lot worse.
Imagine Mukwonago grabs the rebound. Lane violation.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
He's not even going to get that second free throw.
Oh, jeez.
We might be tied right here unless Mukwonago gets a prayer before the half.
So here
that's Mukwonago's students. I didn't even.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm like, no way the visiting team brings out more fans. If I'm Kettle Moraine, I'm guarding everything. 3-point shot from half court. Yes!
I thought that went in.
I thought it went in too. I almost screamed that it was good.
I looked at the camera and I was like, wait a minute.
26-26, we head to half here. Mukwonago playing close with our Zaleski Sports ranked 3rd Kettle Moraine Lasers. We'll be back with more scoring after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
At Fleet Farm, we're all about your everyday, but not just any old day. Here, every day's opening day. Every day's a school day. Every day's a monster day. And every day is too short. Whatever makes your day, Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata. Still halftime here, about 6.5 minutes remaining for the second half. Leading scorers now for the Kettle Moraine Lasers, 18 for Roman Thompson. That's right, Roman Thompson is 18 of 26 for Kettle Moraine. Then second is Zach Fremming at 4, and then T. Kowalski and Bryce Bestra at 2. So, and then now for the Mukwonago Indians, Evan Pockelman with 10. Then Josh Hayden with 8. At 3, we got Peyton Pohl now, Jake Brunch, and then Caleb Poling with 2. So that looks like the scoring for us here. Mukwonago looking to improve to 8-3 in the second half, and Kettle Moraine looking to go to 10-0. 10-game winning streak on the line for Kettle Moraine to start the season. But we'll see what happens here. It's obviously a big second half here. I'm expecting just as much defense in the second half as the first half. Lots of turnovers, but kind of a game that I kind of expected tonight here. Like I said, Mukwonago, we were talking about this earlier. They have 3 gyms here, a west, a north, and a south. We didn't know which one to go to. We just walked inside and said, hey, where's the varsity game?
They got a pretty big school in general, I'll say that.
We came in the wrong door, too. I think you're supposed to come in the front. We came in the back.
Because we saw I pictured the biggest gym,
yeah.
But all of them look the same still size-wise, which amazes me with having 3 gyms. Like, you would figure one of them will be smaller than the other, but I feel like most of them are the same size.
Yeah. That's one thing that's kind of insane. I mean, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for basketball. We'll be back for football.
Oh, yeah.
I think Muskego plays Mukwonago here this year. That's
How do you know? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I'll just guess. I would say that after Muskego's played at home 2 years in a row against them, they'd probably be back here next year. And we just had that game on for sectional state semifinals, so and we did absolutely really well. So we'll be here for regular season probably for that next year.
Try to see if I can find some scores here on other games.
So
looking on YouTube. Let's see. Brookfield Central versus Germantown. Let's see where they're at right now. Brookfield Central leads Germantown 23-17 in the first half.
Wow, that's actually surprising.
23-20 now as I check in. And I want to remind you before we go right back to a game break here, we'll read our one and only sponsor tonight here. Fleet Farm's layaway program is here to help you make this year's holiday shopping easier than ever. Learn more about Fleet Farm's layaway program. Visit any store or head to fleetfarm.com. Tonight's game is sponsored by Fleet Farm.
For Kettle Moraine fans, head to the Fleet Farm in Oconomowoc. Mukwonago, head to the Fleet Farm in Muskego. Yep, there you go. Anyways, we'll head to break. Second half coming up after this, 26-26.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Back on Zaleski Sports here, a minute and a half before the second half begins here. 26-26, both teams out here for shoot-around. We've had some games where one team doesn't even come out for shoot-around. Both teams out here, both teams want to improve on the shooting side of things. It's obviously a tight defensive battle here with a 26-26 score like this. But Matt Peck and Elijah Vanksalata back with you here for the second half. We're expecting a really good second half here. I don't really expect any team to really take over. I think this is going to be a nice defensive battle all the way to the end here, which is what I want to see. Obviously, every time Kettle Moraine scores, Mukwonago scores right back, vice versa, it seems like. I think the biggest lead in this game was maybe, 4 points so far?
Yeah.
It's not been a lot.
Not a lot of lead changes.
Oh, yeah. And
Safe
for a
to
while
say
there,
that.
Mukwonago couldn't get over the hump to get in the lead, and they finally did with that and one with about 7 minutes remaining. So, ladies and gentlemen, put in the comments where you're watching from tonight and let us know where you're watching. If you have any future game suggestions, put them in the comments as well. We kind of have a tentative schedule put together, but that can always be changed as no schools
Am I seeing this right?
have been set together.
With the score right now with Nicolay and Slinger?
Yeah.
The score is now Slinger 54, Nicolay 34 in the second half.
Oh.
Nicolay being put on upset. Well, I mean, Slinger's pretty good too, but I think Nicolay's been pretty good too.
Yeah.
But can you imagine how much better? I'm going to bring a what if up right now. What if Davion Hanna was still at Nicolay right now? How much
we wouldn't know.
Even better they would be right now.
Yeah.
But they've been super good. Head coach Terrence Smith there. And we've got a good one here tonight in the Classic 8.
All right, here we go. Second half beginning here. Will Mukwonago get the big win tonight, or will Kettle Moraine win 10 straight to start
Put it in the comments.
Season? Yeah, let us know.
We need the comment section to get a little active here in the second half.
Yeah, we do.
Let us know your thoughts.
Second half begins here. Mukwonago with the basketball. 3-point shot. Starting off fast. Gets it to go.
That's a terrific answer right there.
Peyton Pohl now, 6 on the night. Starts out with a 3-pointer here in the second half. Kettle Moraine now with the basketball. High pass that time. Had a leap forward. Kettle Moraine looking to trade baskets. They do. Here we go.
Are we going to get a shootout in the second half now? Both teams coming out with trays to open it up. You know who scored that bucket that time?
Yeah. I think I know now. Up with it fast. Gets it to go.
Poling the leading scorer.
Caleb Poling with 4
Answering.
only tonight. Up with it fast on the other side. No good.
Late call. Yeah. Or that's going to go back. Maybe a little kickoff on the shot. They could call those offensive fouls if you fall away and you accidentally kick the defender. I think that's what happened that time with Roman Thompson on the shot, right baseline shot.
Brunch will bring it up court here now. He has Carroll's running right in front of him. Brunch now from the top of the key. Now to the left wing. That was a gritty pass there that time. Now from the top of the key. Trying to make a move here. Going in, up with it. Gives it back. Beautiful pass outside. Nearly dropped that time. Driving around now. Trying to make a move here. Almost a push off that time. And Kettle Moraine starting to play that lockdown defense again. Mukwonago, beautiful pass inside. Nice pass pitch on the other side. Back out to the outside now. Mukwonago trying to buy a basket here. Trying to spin around. Back pass outside.
We're going back to that zone right now.
Now from the right wing. Driving around.
Ooh.
Almost stolen that time. Falling down.
Travel.
And
no.
We don't hear. There's no call here.
Looked like Poling got pulled the chair on him right there.
Brian Ricker came out yelling travel, and the ref never even made a signal.
I think that should be a travel if they're not calling a foul.
They didn't call anything. It's like they just stopped the play and said, okay, let's restart.
Poling got the chair pulled on him that time.
No, it's almost like this is practice, and they said, okay, let's run that drill again. It's just what it seemed like.
Run it back.
Yeah, run it back again. Driving around now. Almost gets the ball stolen away.
Now I think,
had a travel that time. And Brian Rickard looked like he said thank you.
Kind of a makeup call in essentially Kettle Moraine's way that time.
Yep. So, laser basketball now. Now gives it back here. Thompson with the basketball. Gives it back to the left wing. Up with it, gets it to go. Ben Bester that time. His first two tonight, surprisingly.
Yeah, he was a really big factor last time we had him on at West Tosha.
Three-point shot. Oh, rims out that time from Josh Hayden.
Went in and out that time.
Kettle Moraine going fast other side. Beautiful pass inside.
Thank God they caught him sleeping that time. Was that Roman again?
Yeah, Roman Thompson, 20 points now on the night.
Kettle Moraine can catch you sleeping when you're not paying attention. Whenever they get good stops or the team scores a bucket, they like to go fast. It doesn't matter what the score is. Don't look at that right now, but I mean, this defense has still been there.
Up and out of bounds. Sticks with Mukwonago.
Almost want to say you could kind of consider this gym like a field house too, because you see off to the side on the camera right now, there's a track.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a small field house. We saw that at Muskego too, like that 100-meter track. Very big gym here at Mukwonago. Ooh, good trap that time in the paint. His blue jersey.
Oh, and it's stolen that time. Here we go.
Pressure was on that time on the drive.
Pretty much a kickball that time, honestly. Up and blocked. Stays with Kettle Moraine, and that one goes out in the lobby.
It's been the bread and butter in that first half. Oh, Fremen going out of the gym right now. They got the garages.
Hey, shut the garage next time. No, I'm kidding. I think West Tosha has the garages as well.
Yep. This is actually kind of like West Tosha's gym essentially.
Yeah. Except with better Wi-Fi.
Same size. Yeah. Wow.
No, I mean, just got to fix some firewalls on the Wi-Fi, and I'm sure we could probably do a game there just fine again.
It's always a worry of ours every school we go to, but
Roman Thompson and one.
I tell you what, Roman Thompson is one of the most fun players to watch. Just go at defenders, not afraid to challenge them at any time, and he's showing at that time right there. Is that 22 points for him now?
Yep, and looking for 20.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. 23 now.
It's ironic too, because if Kettle Moraine wins, you might interview him. You've done that already once before.
Was it me?
You might, yeah.
Oh, it was me. That's
you might
right.
not even at Oconomowoc.
Oh my
One
goodness.
of our first ever alone broadcasts on Zaleski.
Now Brian Rickards being sent on the court.
Oh, get the towels out. It's like where's the towel boy?
he's
where's the water boy?
He's the head coach, not the. Don't you usually send an assistant out or a bench player for that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, why is the head coach out there?
Or the team manager?
Unless maybe there was blood or something.
Team manager maybe?
Yeah. Anyways, Roman Thompson will go to the line to match his jersey number, 23 points tonight.
Wow. You figure out his play style. I think he's committed to Eau Claire. It's Eau Claire, UW Eau Claire, but maybe some teams might look at him at higher levels still before the end of his senior year, but you never know.
23 on the back of his jersey, 23 points tonight for Thompson.
How many do you have in that first half? 18, was it?
Yep. So
wow.
5 in the second half so far. And we're
in a 5-point lead.
4 minutes in, yep.
So this might be Kettle Moraine's biggest lead so
here
far.
Here we go, and that one's kind of blocked. Driving up with it. No good, but a foul.
That's how you know this game has been very competitive. Both teams Kettle Moraine wanted to keep advantage of the Classic 8, and Mukwonago trying to steal it from them. You know, both teams don't want to give up.
Oh, I know.
And no one has run away with this game. That's what we like tonight. We don't want this game to be boring. No.
I know. Well, we'll talk about it this way. I guarantee you, if Coach Rickard is the winner and we have him on after the game, he'll probably talk about how this probably was their toughest game of the year.
And we're going to have him on in a really big game against Terrence Smith and at Pfizer Forum and Nicolay. That's the final game of the night, too, so it's only fitting that game's the last game of the night there, but we still got a couple more weeks to see where both teams are at that point.
So a foul again. Kettle Moraine up to 2 fouls here in the second half.
Kettle Moraine can win tonight, though. This would be their 10th win of the year. Very big milestone.
10 in a row to start.
Yeah. How many regular season games does every team usually play?
It depends. I think some teams sometimes.
When they go out of state, it could be more, right?
I think it's, if you win the state championship, I think it's 30.
30?
Because obviously De Pere and Wisconsin Lutheran both win 30 the last 2 years.
You got to be kind of almost thinking
and out of bounds. Goes back to the Lasers.
And the Lasers, that's what they're dangerous at again. Catching, polling. I think that was polling that time. That was caught off guard, and they'll make you pay right away. And Kettle Moraine looking to run with this lead now. Largest lead of the night for them.
So now Steve Polnow clapping on his defense, basically saying, you guys have played such a good game so far, you can't get too far behind now. And beautiful pass inside, up with it, gets it to go.
That timeout for Steve Polnow is coming. Yep.
Yep.
Now this is what we see from Kettle Moraine. They can really run it away. All right.
Heading to the bench, and that point was scored by, let's see. And we're going to head to break, by the way. 30-second break, 38-31 lead for Kettle Moraine. Back on Zaleski Sports, Kettle Moraine started off the second half here pretty fast. Steve Polnow's team had to take a timeout, but a 38-31 lead for the third-ranked Kettle Moraine Lasers. Based on the seed score WIAA playoff brackets, that's how the Zaleski Sports rankings are based on. You want to see the full rankings, 1 through last in Division 1, Division 2, just name it all divisions in boys and girls basketball. Zaleski Sports VIP, $5 a month, and when playoffs come closer, it's playoff bracket projections as well. Based on the seed math.
Mark Miller on Prep Hoops Wisconsin has an article out about where each team in each division has his seed score right now too.
Yeah.
Or all together though, right? It's not
all together.
And Zaleski Sports VIP, it's division based, right?
I think Kettle Moraine's #1 team in the state overall.
In
like
the
no coaches poll voting, just on the numbers and ratings, or I don't know.
That's how Mark Miller did his too, I believe, right?
Not sure though. I don't quote me on how he did it, but driving around now, Mukwonago desperately needing a basketball here.
Yeah, the defense, it's safely to say that Kettle Moraine's defense never goes away.
Yes, they don't. Trying to drive around, beautiful pass, able to get away inside, up with it, no good. Could not finish that time. Kettle Moraine looking to go down, possibly take a 10 or 9-point lead here.
I want to really see a matchup between Wisconsin Lutheran and Kettle Moraine. That would just be something, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Or even West Dallas Central.
Yes. Oh, deep three.
Oh, no.
Almost.
He check.
He's talking about feeling it if he would have made that.
It's Dame time range from the logo right there.
Up with it. No good, but a foul. A push off.
Really could use that roll that time.
Evan Plockelman that time.
Largest lead of the night for the Lasers. Just seems like that defensive intensity is really keeping them over the edge right now, and that's why they're still undefeated.
Plockelman goes to the line here now. First free throw is good. Much needed free throw for Mukwonago. Mukwonago only 5 points here in the second half.
Always remember, each team has to work on free throws in practice, and it comes in the game here to keep that scoreboard going.
Yeah.
You want to stay competitive through the whole entire game, not just the first few.
Definitely. Next free throw is good.
Same issue just happened with my mic right there from the last game. Just had to readjust it.
2 for 2 now. Back to a 5-point game. Mukwonago got a stop last time. They got to try to get a stop again here. Looking around, swinging the ball around here now. Thompson gives it back. A 3-point shot now is no good.
Good off-ball
grabs
screen
the
that
rebound.
time, though.
Yes,
That's
it
a
was.
good look.
Mukwonago needs to try to get a point here to get it back within 3 or even 2 possibly if they make a 3. They can make ourselves, it's still a game obviously, but make it even a closer game. Slinging the ball around now. Mukwonago, Kettle Moraine with that, like we talked about earlier, elite defense. Shot, no good, rebounded by the Lasers. And a foul on Mukwonago on the rebound. So it goes right back to the Lasers anyways.
Wasn't intentional, so it won't be a clear path foul.
Luca Tess was the foul maker that time.
You got to figure, though, you already see right when Kettle Moraine gets a rebound, you already got a couple guys running back down.
Yeah.
It's like, in order to be great in the WIAA basketball and any level of basketball now, you got to run your offense like pretty fast pace, run and gun.
Yes.
But you obviously you got to have some defense.
That's Dominican about running gun.
Yeah.
Up with it. And goes back to the Indians.
The thing about Dominican, I think their offense is really good. They really just need to solidify a defensive identity.
Yes.
To be that state contender. They are definitely really good contenders to make it to state still, though. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they have to play teams like Milwaukee Academy of Science to get there, which is going to be a hard task for them in that lower division. Oh.
Back and almost, and it is. Ends up being stolen. Kettle Moraine with the numbers here on the other side. Overlays it.
No, you shouldn't do that, Roman Thompson.
And who comes up with it? Oh, Mukwonago got numbers now. Beautiful passing on the other side, and here we go. Here's
that again.
That's just some sloppy basketball for both teams on that stretch.
I get that you want to put Showtime on, but Mukwonago's down. Kettle Moraine, you're trying to extend the lead. Roman Thompson is having a really big night. I would figure both coaches with Steve Poling and Brian Rickard are frustrated with those two looks.
Just because Zaleski Sports is here doesn't mean you have to Showtime it.
Not the alley-oop that time. I think he was trying to alley-oop it to the point guard that time too on Mukwonago. I think he got up there though.
Going around and almost stolen. Mukwonago just not with the best stretch of basketball here. They scored a couple points, but probably rather would be where they were in the first half, which they actually had the lead in the first half.
Yeah, a post-up coming here.
Looking around now. Trying to spin around.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a elbow that time. Who is that? Number 5.
Evan Plockelman committed the foul.
Yeah.
So 5-point game now. Bryce Bester enters the game.
Brother Ben Bester.
Now from the right wing.
This game stayed the same score for a while now. Oh, it's
trying to spin around back to the outside. 3-point shot is no good. Oh, wow! He tipped that back in.
It's a good second chance bucket right there. Going airborne that time.
Yeah. Andrew Ishag. Let me find him on my score sheet. I know I have him. I wrote, number 0. Yep.
Tied largest lead of the night for Kettle Moraine again.
7-point lead for the Lasers.
You could tell the momentum stayed on Kettle Moraine's side the whole second half. Oh, Dirk
Pullback
Nowitzki
is
look
good.
for Poling. The fadeaway.
Caleb Poling puts it back to 5.
Channeling his inner Dirk fade.
Exactly. Now for the left wing. Coming around here now. Back to the top of the key. 3-point shot is good.
That's Ben Bester.
Ben Bester, 5 tonight.
Now the new largest lead. Oh, maybe
3-point shot. No, way off the mark.
Now they're going to call foul.
They're going to call. It's got to be on Kettle. It's got to be on Mukwonago.
I think it's the same thing that happened with Roman Thompson in a jumper earlier. I think he got a little bit of a leg when he shot it. You know, you got to be careful still when you're falling away. If you kick him, I think that's an offensive foul.
I was going to say, Kettle Moraine wouldn't be clapping. They call a 3-point foul there.
Yeah. But right now, Mukwonago, you got to play a little bit more smart right now. I feel like Kettle Moraine's really been in their head in the second half. on that 17 to 9 run to start the second half.
We officially enter the danger zone. Under 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
The most important 10 minutes to keep Kettle Moraine undefeated or Mukwonago to take first place in the Classic 8.
Oh, he's going to do
goodness.
it.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe
Ben Bester. Somebody call 911. Somebody's burning threes on the basketball court right now.
Instead of the dance floor, huh?
Yeah.
He's really – is game time for him?
11 points lead now, 4, and that one's off the mark.
Got to be careful here for Mukwonago. Kettle Moraine's starting to run away. Oh,
what a move.
What a move. He's really dancing on the floor right now.
Up, spins in.
Yep, full timeout.
Mukwonago.
This might
Kettle
be
Moraine, 13-point lead. More basketball coming your
the
way.
danger zone.
Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
All right.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Bet Peck, Elijah Vinksala, Kettle Moraine, who looked like they were on the ropes of an upset.
Maybe now no more.
Extended up to a 13-point lead now. Just some bad turnovers from Mukwonago to start the second half here. And Kettle Moraine's making a lot more shots here in the second half as well.
I think as long as Kettle Moraine gets the shots going and their defense is clicking,
yeah, I mean,
they're a team that's really hard to beat when that
tough
happens.
out, definitely.
Because like 2 minutes ago, it was a 5-point game, was it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, now Kettle Moraine all of a sudden exploding on offense and keeping that defensive intensity. And that's why this team is 9-0 and number 3 in the state right now. I think they're definitely arguably top 3 in the whole entire state right now.
Yes.
Regardless of division. Yeah, they're still trapping. This is why they haven't allowed a lot of points to other teams.
Oh, beautiful pass inside. Up with it, gets it to goal that time. That's Caden Coling. So now it's back to 11-point game.
Mukwonago's just got to cool down this offense now. Kettle Moraine, that's gotten hot as of late. Bester, that's the hot hand.
Again.
Yeah,
and he missed it that time.
It's the right idea. Feed the hot hand.
I'm going to keep the fire department on the line still. Just one missed shot. Now when we start getting 2 or 3 in a row, we got to cancel the call. Up with it. He gets it to go.
There you go. Quick 4-0
Caleb
run.
Poling. We're back to 9-point game. And just like that, Mukwonago 4-0 score
probably
run.
A good message out of that timeout from Steve Poling.
Now Kettle Moraine on the other side with the basketball. About 8 minutes remaining here.
Got to string some stops now if they want to continue to get back in this one. Got to stop him, though. And Roman Thompson. This whole team has some guys that can get hot at any moment. We saw that in that last break from Ben Bester.
Back outside. Beautiful pass. Bester. No good. And a foul.
Yep.
In the paint, so it'll stay.
Grab the arm that time.
Kettle Moraine basketball.
Still plenty of time, though, for Mukwonago to get back in this game, but they got to start stringing some more stops.
Up with it. No good. Rebounded that time.
That was a pretty good contest that time, but that could have been a foul, too.
Ricker calling for a foul that time. It's close. I mean, a little bit of contact there.
Well, good kick.
Beautiful pass outside. He's trying to go up with it. Gets it to go.
And there you go. 6-0 run out of that timeout. You would just figure that Steve Poling telling his guys, let's not take our foot off the gas here. And maybe Brian Rickard even told his guys maybe to slow it down even more. But
I believe Caleb Poling with that basketball.
A couple missed shots from Kettle Moraine, a couple answers from Mukwonago on the drives. So they're right back in it.
7-point game. Oh, here we go. No, off the rim, no good.
Gotta get those rebounds.
Yep. Kettle Moraine grabs it. Trying to drive in now. Oh, almost stolen Oh, what? Look at that pass game, though. I know that was almost stolen, but just like it's like they're playing hot potato out there, just tapping the ball to each other out there at this point.
Both teams look tired with how much. You know what? I mean, both these teams, they like to go for the steals. They pay attention to every pass and try to get those deflections as well, catching some teams off guard on some passes. That's why you got to be aware at all times when you're playing a team like Kettle Moraine.
Yes, Thompson now. Thompson gets it outside now.
Yep.
And a foul.
But a very good 6-0 run answer for Mukwonago out of the timeout to put him right back in it. Luca Tess on the foul. You keeping track of fouls too, or is it?
I just got the fouls on the scoreboard.
Scoreboard, yeah.
If some kid really fouls, we'll just see the coach. And that one's tipped out of bounds, stays with Kettle Moraine.
Clock didn't even move that time.
Just gotta.
Didn't even take a whole second off
The point
the
of
clock.
that was to get Kettle Moraine to inbound it again, and hopefully for a steal, for their sake. Inbounds it now. Now for the top of the key. Fremming up with it fast. Ooh. And one.
Saying it with his chest. That's my phrase. Big body that time from Zach Fremming.
Zach Fremming, 6 now, looking to go 7 on the night.
Actually, the guys I was talking about that could really score the ball for this team, Zach Fremming, Ben Bester, and Roman Thompson. How could I forget?
Yeah.
I mean, they've all had the answers in the second half and got the help to Roman Thompson, who's had the hot hand in that first half with 18. Was he up to 23 so far in the second?
Mm-hmm.
But his big 3 teammates are really coming to help him in the second half.
Fremming makes the free throw. We are back up to a 10-point game.
Rickert's going to take a full.
Brian Rickert, 10-point lead for the Lasers. More basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
All right.
Back on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Vinksalata here. Kettle Moraine now back up to a 10-point lead here. It'll be Mukwonago basketball here after a timeout called by Kettle Moraine. 6:20 remaining here. Keep in mind, after the game, we'll interview the winning coach and the player of the game down on the court for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Caleb Poling with the basketball now.
Slowing it down right now, but I think you got to kind of find some pretty good looks here pretty quickly.
Yeah. And that one rolls.
Stepped out.
Stays with the Indians. Inbounds it here now, really high on the other side of the court. And now driving around, pulls up. And rims out, no good that time.
Interesting jump shot right there, the over the head.
Yeah.
That used to be my shot back when I was little.
Up with it fast, Fremming.
Oh, what a block.
Wow, that was a huge block that time.
It looked like he was going for the volleyball kill that time on that block.
Mukwonago's got volleyball players. I think they sent the boys or girls team to state for volleyball.
Yep.
So they got volleyball players here, definitely. Now from the top of the key. Kettle Moraine just playing that pressurous defense here.
I think another big thing
for
this team.
Spinning.
Ooh,
yeah, there he goes. Timeout. 8-point lead still for Kettle Moraine. 30 seconds. We'll be back more after this on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
You're back.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata here. 51-43 game, Kettle Moraine lead here. Kettle Moraine looking to win 10 straight to open up their season. Just a second under 5 minutes remaining in this game. So it'll be an interesting finish here.
We'll have this on standby.
So Kettle Moraine inbounds the basketball here now, up 8. Under 5 minutes remaining here. Kettle Moraine looking to advance to 10-0 and stay in first place in the Classic 8 alone.
Good trap.
Mukwonago trying to trap. Timeout.
We'll
Kettle
stay.
Moraine will stay here this time. We don't want to overwhelm you with commercials.
I'll try to find some scores while you talk about the recap of this game.
The recap of this game, Kettle Moraine started out with a lead, and then Mukwonago played really well there for a moment of stretch. They actually had to lead by 4 at one point. Putting Kettle Moraine a little bit on upset alert in the first half, but then meanwhile in the second half, Mukwonago opened up for their sake, unfortunately very sloppy, and then Kettle Moraine took advantage of it. That's kind of where we're sitting right now. Mukwonago battled back, I think, to 8, but now it stayed at 8. And then went back up over 10, now it's back to 8. So be an interesting finish. Mukwonago has Muskego next on their schedule at.
Got a big score update here.
What?
Brookfield Central's up by 20 against Germantown right now.
Oh my goodness, that is a big
Dan
score.
Wandry overpowering Kyle Feger's team.
Guess this time, yeah. Last year we had that same matchup on at Brookfield Central, and Germantown won. Oh, bad pass that time. Able to recover it though. Now back to the top of the key.
Thompson thought about
that
it.
One is almost stolen. Kettle Moraine somehow
recovery.
comes back up with that one. Touched a bunch of hands there under the pile that time. Now, mid-range jumper, no good. Tipping up in the, a second time tonight.
And those second efforts.
And that's Bryce Bester that time.
The second efforts have been killers for Kettle Moraine tonight.
4 points and a 10-point lead now for Kettle Moraine.
We were talking about earlier how turnovers are important, but the second chance points and rebounds are even more important as well. Those will win you the games as a really important part.
Here we go, Poling now passes it back outside. Driving up now, off the front of the rim, no good. So now we enter under 4 minutes remaining here. Mukwonago pretty much got to get a defensive stop now to try and stay back in this game and stop Kettle Moraine from scoring. 3-point shot, no good. Off the end of the rim. Deep pass. Oh, you got to get it a little higher than that one.
That's what I said, though. Kettle Moraine's ready no matter what. They're going to have guys ready back on defense right away.
That was just a bad pass,
and
though.
You could tell.
Throws that a little bit higher. That's easy 2 points.
This could be another one of those games where Mukwonago might not even put up, or Kettle Moraine holds a team to less than 56.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stolen. Fast. Mukwonago's kind of got to go fast here. Driving up, trying to spin around. Gets it to go. Evan Plockelman, 14 on the night. Down to about 3:10 remaining
now, this
here.
is the part of the game where I think Mukwonago's got to really pressure on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Got to try to get the ball back as soon as possible. Try to create some more looks. They're down by 8 points still, and that's not it right there.
Yeah, nope, not that time.
Even better finish, though, that time with the communication on Kettle Moraine.
T. Kowalski was that shot. 6 points for him tonight. In the corner, 3-point shot off the end of the rim. No good. Rebounded. Mukwonago gets
what a find.
What a find inside. Caleb Poling
kind of just dropped it off saying, there you go.
8-point game now. Mukwonago defensive stop needed desperately here.
Ooh, there you go.
Yep, that's what I was just telling you about.
And Brian Rickards telling him, slow it down.
Livid. Because Mukwonago.
It's going to be a huge swing right here.
Oh, that one's almost stolen. Actually, Kettle Moraine might have that stays with Mukwonago.
Yeah,
Kettle Moraine, meanwhile, came up with that basketball, but went out of bounds.
I think if you're Kettle Moraine, you start to slow it down a little bit now. You got a pretty comfortable lead for now. But I think if that lead gets right back down to 6 or 5 with a buck here from Mukwonago, you got to kind of start to communicate more, just stay the pace.
Yes.
Stay the course, especially on that defensive end to set up your offensive looks that you've done all season.
Gives it, nearly stolen that time. Driving up, kind of sloppy, and there's a foul there. 2:11 remaining here, 8-point game.
Gonna be an inbound foul, 4 team fouls on Kettle Moraine. 2 more to put him in the bonus for Mukwonago. And then Mukwonago is at 6 personal team fouls, so Kettle Moraine will shoot in the bonus.
Inbounds it now on the other side. Mukwonago down 8. They're going to need a basket here on this possession, definitely. And a couple more defensive stops. Pass outside. Who's going to take the... here comes a 3-point shot. Over the mark, no good. That time, that would have been huge if that would have hit. That would have been a 5-point game right there. Kettle Moraine kind of controlling things on the other side now. Thompson gives it back outside to Bester.
Yep, that's the idea, to slow it down.
Yep, slow it down and a foul.
Yep. All right,
Elijah's going to unplug, just so we're ready for the interview right after the game. We're going to plug in the interview mic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't. You can still listen to me, huh? Sounds like a plan. Oh, gotta turn this down. And that one off the rim, no good. Still stays an 8-point game here now. The one-on-one, no good. So Mukwonago, you gotta kind of go fast here, if you ask me. Driving up with it, no good. That would have been an and one. That would have been something. But Peyton Polnow will go to the line, yes. Peyton Polnow goes to the line. First free throw is good. Two for two. So back to a 6-point game here now. Mukwonago's got to tighten up defense here and definitely get a defensive stop here. That's much needed. They're 2 3-point. Oh, here we go. It's out of bounds. Stays with Kettle Moraine briefly. Ooh, that was close. Almost a strip for Mukwonago that time. So under a minute and a half remaining here and still stay with the Lasers. Inbounds here, going up fast. And gets it to go. And that one's stolen from the other side now. And the push off that time. Roman Thompson goes to the line. Probably. First free throw is good. Jack Carls enters the game for Mukwonago. Next free throw is good. So 25 for Thompson tonight. Mukwonago going fast to the other side, and a foul as Poling was going up. Poling had a quiet first half, 2 points, but meanwhile in the second half he had 12 points. He's at 14 tonight, but 12 of 14 came in the second half so far. First free throw is good. Next free throw is good. So, 8-point lead still for Kettle Moraine. And there's a foul right away with a minute remaining. First free throw is good from Nick Garvey. Next free throw is good. 10-point lead for the Lasers now. Mukwonago got to go fast on the other side. Down 10 now. Slinging the ball around here and a foul. Kind of just to try to stop play. Zach Fremming, the foul is committed by. Free throw on one-on-one's no good. And a foul committed. So Mukwonago down 10, still playing the foul game here. Ben Bester will shoot 2 now. First free throw is no good. Next free throw is good. Inbounds it now, 11-point lead for the Lasers. Up with it fast, no good, and a foul. Fouls are really racking up here in the second half. 18 between both teams. First half we had 0 to no fouls. Caleb Holding will shoot 2. Next free throw is good. 2 for 2 from Caleb Poling that time. Brings it down to a 9-point game. Mukwonago definitely still going to try to foul. If it comes to it, yep. So Steve Pohl now still playing. Ben Bester at the line now. First free throw was good. Next free throw is good, 2 for 2 that time for Ben Bester. Mukwonago going fast on the other side. Driving around. Up with it, no good. I think they're going to let this one play out, looks like. Kettle Moraine will just, and Brian Rickard says no. So I'm going to get the microphone ready here. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 64-53 final. Kettle Moraine takes down. And we will test our mic real quick. Go ahead. Testing for my phone. Okay.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show here with the Victorious head coach Brian Rickard. Coach, tell me how you got it done. It was a tough game, I could tell in the first half there, but you guys battled through and were able to get the lead.
Yeah, we just had to accept that it was going to be a tough game, and the referees let us play physical. The first half, I thought that we were playing physical, but we bought into their physicality a little bit more, and we started playing with our mouths a little bit instead of our actions, and we just settled down at halftime, and we just had to play KM basketball. So I thought we did a good job, and of course Roman, came through in the first half. I believe he had like 18 in the first half or something like that, and when you got a player like him, you just ride him. But we just got to, we got to get 1% better every day, and that's a good team over there. But I'm just happy to get out of here with a W.
Yeah, you talk about your really good defense. I mean, I hear lots about your defense, which we saw tonight. It's a really good defense, but just tell me how you guys keep up that defense consistently and play that tough ball out there.
Well, it's just physicality with dog mentality. We always talk about being dogs and, being tough and having that killer instinct. And, we preach it every day. It's our standards and it's our identity. And we just got to play that defense because we know that the higher the teams that we play, we got to play that defense. So, we take pride in that.
All right. Good game, Coach, tonight.
Thank you.
Highlight else player of the game, Roman Thompson. Second time, obviously you were with us last year. First time we did Kettle Moraine. But tell me how you got it done. You had 25 points tonight. You're leading scorer for the Lasers. But tough game in the first half for you guys. You guys were trailing for a little bit, but you guys were able to pull it through in the second half.
Yeah, so I mean, we did have a rush start, at least to our standards. With the amount of leadership that our coach puts in our seniors, that's our main rotation. That's who we want to lead everybody and make sure everybody's on the right page. And, we weren't fully 100% dialed in to start it off, but, we knew when we came in the locker room at halftime that it was for sure a done deal. Score was 0-0. We told everybody. And, just coming in the second half with a different mindset, with a different dog mentality, that's what we're all about, and that's how we got the win today.
So final question, you're up to 10 straight wins to start the season, 10-0. Obviously that perfect 5-0 in the Class A conference. You guys, like I told Coach Rickard, you guys play really good defense. Tell me about what it's going to do to keep it going for you guys here.
basically it's just our defense. It's just our mindset of getting 1% better every single day. That's what our coaches preach to us. We got an amazing coaching staff that pushes us every day. Couldn't do it without them. Couldn't do it without every person on our team, no matter if you're playing in the rotation, injured, coming back. Like, no matter what, we're all bought into being a dog, and that's what we're going to keep on riding, getting to the end of the year. And we're 10-0 so far, so it's working out, but we want to keep riding it.
All right, so you probably remember what to do, right? Okay. Roman Thompson, and I'm in the house, point up there in the camera.
I'm Roman Thompson, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Roman. Good game tonight. You remembered. Medpeck signing off here from Mukwonago High School. Kettle Moraine gets the win tonight, 10-0 on the season. We'll be back on Friday with Racine Lutheran taking on Dominican on the network. Otherwise, signing off here tonight from Mukwonago High School.